Hey, hello everyone. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Give me 1 second here. Two, two, two. All right. Hello, Anne. Hello, Felipe. Everything good here? What about you? Hello, Salman. Hey, Tocayo. How are you? Hey, Patrick. Hello, Tyler, Deuce, Bets Boy, Shocky. How are you guys? How are you today? I hope that you had a really nice day. Uh, I actually did. I actually did. I had an amazing trade today actually. Uh yeah, hello Sven. Hello Sherry, Deuce, Shocky. Alright guys, so let's take a look today. What happened today? What happened today? Well, um we got up on the pre-market. We got up in the pre-market. Bulls are still really strong. I mean, this today's price action is not bearish at all. I mean, it's just like a small retracement, small pullback. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Just I think it was just too much of a gap up. It was just too much of a gap up. So my thesis today. Well, let me tell you something about thesis or trade ideas. Um, as you know, I have been on a discipline challenge for a few weeks, and I will probably continue on that for October, where I'm trying to take advantage of all of these pullbacks, right? All of these pullbacks. Um, it's it's very natural, it's very standard, it's very regular that you have a pullback even if you are at all-time highs. I mean, you always have, I mean, price is never going straight vertical, right? It's never going straight vertical. It needs, to follow market structure, to come back for some liquidity so it can just keep pushing higher. And that's exactly what happened today, right? I mean, again, this is, as you can see here on the screen. I mean, this is nothing but the retest of the previous all-time highs. I mean, from last week's all-time highs. So is it a bearish thing? Of course not. Of course not. This is actually super bullish. I'm expecting that now that we just came back and retested these previous all-time highs, this thing is gonna be, like, it's gonna push higher for a few days. And that will be that will be great. So what I'm doing right now, it's taking advantage of all these retracements, all these pullbacks, and because price action or the higher time frame is super bullish, you can squeeze like good profits from these pullbacks if you prepare for them, if you are disciplined, and if you are not greedy, right? Because I mean, sometimes it's just like a small pullback and then you have like a nice and healthy bounce, and well, you need to be prepared for that, right? Sometimes like today, my idea, once I started watching this, and also once I started watching QQQ to the downside, I was like, well, I mean, this might be the moment when we go retest previous all-time high. So I'm gonna trust my setup, I'm gonna trust my strategy, and I'm gonna trust my data, because my data says that once I see this setup, I just need to remain disciplined and follow the intraday key levels or the most recent key levels. So this kind of play for me in my playbook, in my journal, says that I don't need to go to the higher time frame to look for objectives. So I'm just watching, like previous day key levels, or maybe 2 3 days back. So yeah, today this was my trade, and let's start talking about it. Who else just joined? Hey, Luke. Dian. Hey, Dian. How you doing? Bets Boy. Barbara. Hello, Barbara. DC, what's up? Hey, Kumar. Hi, Yaritza. Chandru, Ramesh, Kevin, and Austin. And I was waiting for Ruslan, but probably he's not gonna make it. I know he's on a different time zone, but I will explain a little bit something that he was doing here. All right, so just to explain what I was watching here, let me go to my charts so I can see the crosshair. All right, so I was watching this retest of 669.50. Actually, we had some hints with this few candlesticks here. So I was waiting for the reaction around here, previous day high, and more important, well, it's not more important, but in confluence with the reaction at 669.50. Why 669.50? Well, you know, guys, we have been marking our charts on the half numbers and the whole numbers. Why? Because we don't have too many key levels to the upside. So I feel like on the mind of the investors, they are looking for the half numbers and the whole numbers. All right. So yeah, don't worry. Hey Diane, still in Dubai. Send pics, my friend. Send pics. Say hi to your brother. All right. So I was watching for this reaction here. So once we rejected 669.50, once, twice, with this candle here, I waited for breaking previous day high. Why? Because that was the line of the sand for the bulls, right? I mean, if bulls can't show strength right here, they will need to go something lower for liquidity. So I was waiting for the break of this previous day high. I entered into my position right here. My stop loss was at the top of these candles. And remember, I always wait for a candle to close above my stop loss. So this trade started working immediately. So right here, at low of the day, it was like 15 or 20% positive. So I was like, I forgot to do this right here. Okay, so these circles are how I manage my position. So I open my position right here. And I trim a bit. I trim a quarter of my position right here at low of the day. Again, it was like a super nice 20% or something like that first push. And then I was able to hold my position on these retests of the previous day high. Again, because it's previous day high, I was willing to be very patient, and I was willing to give some room to my trade to actually breathe. And if I was looking at some strength above the previous day high, I will be open to, okay, well, this is not gonna work. But look at the rejections right here, 660, 669.50, once more, twice more, 3 times more, a few times more. So I was just, when I was watching this, I was like, oh, well, today is gonna be one of those days. And that's exactly what happened. Once we broke this consolidation here, I actually trimmed some more of my position here. And now, because I was watching this consolidation and now the break of it, I'm not taking like another quarter. No. I was taking like 10% here, maybe 10% more here. And I actually, just for you to know, I actually kept like 40% of my position around here, 80%. This was kind of 85%. So I was holding majority of my position to here, 667.50. Why? Because if you go back in your higher time frame chart, you will see that 667.50 has been a really important key level of resistance, and now I was expecting to be turned into support, or this area here, right? This area of previous week high. I actually ended closing my position right here. This was around 120% positive here. So today was a nice trade for me, because majority of my position, and when I say majority of my position, I mean like half of my position was like 80% around here. So yeah, today it was again an amazing trade. But I was watching different entry opportunities, because as I was writing this trade, I was talking to other traders. I was talking to Luke, and it was like, "Hey, Luke, are you watching this retest of the previous low of the day? Yeah, well, this is looking good. Hey, look, are you watching this rejection of 669? Yeah, this looks good." So I think actually Luke ended up taking another trade around here, but I want you to see how well this came back, retested this previous low of the day area, and then it just kept dropping. All right, it just kept dropping. And hey, Neto, what is this third trade? All right, I want to show you here. These guys, these right here, 668, 668. Again, it's a whole number, it's a strike number, it's a psych number. So I was watching this rejection, hard rejection right here, 668, and I was like, well, this is the last drop, because in my plan, this previous week high was kind of the end of the move, right? Like I was expecting. I'm always waiting for the reaction. Not like I want to be right, or like, I don't have any ego right now for my plans to actually work. But in my plan, I was like, well, I think this previous week high is gonna be the end of the move. So I was watching this, and I said like, well, maybe another push to the downside, maybe to this low of the day, and then the bounce, or the cat bounce. And well, it actually happened. So if you took something like here, or even here on this second trade, in this second candle, you actually got like something like 1 to 3 risk reward ratio trade. All right, so all three very easy to spot. It was just a retest of the previous consolidation area. Can you see? Retest of previous consolidation area. So yeah, I think today was kind of easy for SPY. QQQ, it's a different story. We will talk about that. And just give me 1 second, guys, because Ruslan was sharing his charts here. This is 1020, 1020 here. All right, okay. So this is kind of a recap of Ruslan trade. He was trying something like this. Let me show you. This is kind of the previous support area. So he waited for this retest here, 1019, 1020, right here, 1019, 1020, this one here. Something that he did. And I'm not saying this is wrong, Ruslan. Don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to give you my 2 cents here. So for example here, what is this? I mean, if you are taking your textbook, trading textbook, this is a bear flag, right? So this is the pole, this is the flag. It's actually just retracing, like consolidating right here. So when you are breaking this consolidation here, that's enough for that's enough confirmation for your move to the downside. All right, So I just wanted to tell you this. Like, for example, here you enter into your position. I think at the close of this candle, just let me, yes, at the close of this candle. So now you have so much of a risk, because your stop loss should be at least right here at the top of these candles here. All right, at the top of these candles here. And now you have to write your trade to previous week high. Well, that I mean, this is actually not that bad, right? But you needed to take your trade all the way to previous week high to be just a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio trade. All right. So what I wanted to tell you here is that you don't need to wait this much, because now you have two problems here. First, your risk it's just too big, and second, you are actually buying at the breakout. So one of the things that I like the most about the break and retest is how well you can manage your risk and how well you can calculate your risk, right? So in my opinion, again, this is just how I play. Not this should not be taken as a lesson or something. But what I will do here is I will take my trade right here, just when breaking this trend line, or just like below these previous candles. So maybe like here, and now you have room enough to say, well, let's take the top of this consolidation area. All right, let's take the top of this consolidation area, and now you can have, as you can see here, you can have some weeks to the retesting your invalidation level, but it's exactly that. It's your invalidation level, because this is the area where the battleground was taking place, right? This is where buyers and sellers were trying to take control. So now you can understand your risk in a way that you can say, like, okay, well, I mean, even with these candles retesting this area here, I'm in a safe place. I'm still in a safe place, because these candles are just retesting my battleground. So I enter right here, but my risk or my invalidation level is right here at the battleground. So as you can see here, you will not be stopped right here. I mean, I don't know if you were stopped like in this candle. I think you did. And then you actually took a second trade, like something like here, right? Yes, you took a second trade right here, but because you were considering this as your stop, I think you were stopped both times. No, on the second one you were not stopped. You continued here, and you ended trimming something like here, right? Something like here. Yeah, oh well, this actually worked really well. This was actually a 1-to-3 risk reward ratio trade. So when you are playing this is when the risk reward makes sense, right? Because if you took a loss right here, because this was a 1-to-2 risk reward, and you took your loss right at this candle, you actually made more money. I mean, you recovered your loss and made some money here, because you were playing a good risk management, a good risk reward play here. All right. But well, I think the only thing that I would like to tell you, Roslan, is when you are taking these retests, I mean, you don't need to wait for 1 or 2 candles to actually close, because now you are buying at low of the day. But here you can actually look at the reactions of these candles and say, okay, well, this is breaking a trend line, and this is actually going below of all of these candles here. So maybe you open your position here. maybe you open your position here, and now you understand your risk here, because I'm assuming that you trade SPY regularly, and now you have like, okay, well, 30 cents on the contract, it's kind of my risk. 40 cents on my contract, it's kind of my risk. And now you can consider how many cents on the contract, on the asset, you can take as your invalidation level, so you can adjust your stop loss. All right. So I just hope that you get the idea of this. If you still have like questions, please do not hesitate to reach me at the Discord. Uh, and that's it. That's it, guys. So do you have any questions about what I just said? Mm. Neto, have you ever traded SPX? No, and I won't in a while. I need to get like more knowledge and be an advanced trader and SPY before trying to trade SPX. Basil, hi Neto, sometimes hard to watch your stream live, but I always watch after my work. Thank you, Basil. TM 2000, I'm done here, peace. What happened? What happened, TM? DC, the tier 1 looks sketchy. You think? Look at this. This is the rejection of 668. But yeah, it was also later in the day, 11:11. It was also later in the day. Okay, Bets Boy. I was reading it right now. Well, I feel good about myself. All of a suddenly, even it was a paper trade. Nice. I enter 1016. 1016 right here on this one. Why? Well, I think this is kind of the same situation than Ruslan, right? You were trying this break retest of this previous low of the day, something like this. That was a nice trade. Good job there. And then another one. You got out 1020, 1020, something, 1020 here. Oh, you were trying calls. You were trying to calls? 1028, 1028 here, and you were stop out 1030. You were trying calls, Bets Boy. You were trying to find the very bottom of this, right? How did you stay in your trade for so long, and were you monitoring on the 1 minute? I was, yeah. Well, first I was, I mean, I was trusting my setup. I was trusting my edge, and how I was patient. Well, I know very well how my setup works. So I just prepare my key levels like really well, and I see the reaction on all of them. As you can see here, most or all of my my trims were on a key level, or on a key level, or in a round number, right? Like here it was 667.50 or something like that, or this push like breaking this low. This I took some on this push. I took some here 668, but also this was a push breaking this previous low. So yeah, I mean, how I stand on my trade, well, I already know very well how it works. This is moving, right? I'm sorry. I already know very well how this works, and I'm just being patient to my key levels to actually hit. Yes, I still have a lot of emotions, and that's why I take trims, right? That's why I take trims. But after watching, look at this. Look at this. All this consolidation here, and then you break, And on the retest, every retest is actually lower than the previous one. So this is just telling me, okay, we are heading lower. So we are heading lower, and I just take care and look left, zoom out, look left on my higher time frame chart, and I start looking for the different demand and supply zones. That's it. I mean, I really don't use any uh, EMAs, SMAs, clouds, Bollinger Bands. I don't use anything. I just use my price action reading and my key levels. And I try to be very specific and very intentional with my key levels, both on the daily chart and also on the 15-minute chart. And with the help of this tool, this is the Traders Lab indicator. I have a very easy sight of all of the the intraday key levels, and that's it. Oh, but they were scalps to the downside. Okay, okay, okay. Good, good. Thank you, Gabby. Yeah. All right. So let's go to QQQ. QQQ was a different story today, right? I don't know what happened with QQQ because on the big names, I mean Nvidia, I mean Microsoft, they were having a good day today, and QQQ was just dropping, dropping, dropping. I was I was getting a bit anxious on this drop on Qs, and I was talking to Luke, and I was like, "Oh, did you see any entry here?" And he was like, "No, no, no, Neto. I mean, don't try to force anything." That's why I switched to SPY, because for being honest, I never saw a good opportunity here. I mean, this is the, I don't know, like the rejection of 606, but this is not a break and retest. And also this was 6 minutes into the market. So yeah, I actually didn't see any good entry here. And this was the only one. This was the only one. I mean, this was the first pullback. And what is this? What is this doing? Okay, so this is, look at this. This is the reaction at 604.50, 604.50, and actually 604.50 was a key level for the rest of the day. So I was thinking on this like, okay, well, strong rejection. Strong rejection. You just write the rejection of 604.50. And my idea was like, okay, well, let's take at least the gap fill, but it actually didn't happen. However, if you took something around here to the bottom of these candles, and look, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 opportunities to trim your position. It was a 1 to 2.5 risk reward ratio trade. And look at this. I mean, this, why is this here? This should be something like here, maybe. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, actually, look at this. This is actually even better. It was a 1 to 2.9 risk reward ratio trade. And then you have this pullback, rejection again right here. And I was like, well, maybe this is an 84% rule. But this actually didn't work. And it ended happening later on the day. It ended. So today for QQQ, it was a very different story than SPY. So yeah, let me go here. What percentage of your trades are opening range break levels versus support resistance levels you draw by looking left? That's a very good question. I don't know. I trust more in my 15-minute chart key levels than in the opening range breaks or the opening ranges, right? Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. That this is a very good question. I don't know, A3, but for sure I trust way more my 15-minute chart key levels. And you took the breakout on QQQ. I missed the pullback entry, but it let me see the trend from better entry. Entry top of 938. 938 right here. 605.50. And you went out on 945. Pre-market low. Good. That's a good scalp. That's a good scalp. Congratulations, Anne. I knew you wouldn't like this trade. Yeah, I don't like. You know what? In my previous life, in my previous life, I was a breakout trader, and I'm not gonna lie. I had the largest. Well, not now. I already got like a 500 and something percentage. But that's an outlier, right? That's an outlier. My largest percentage on a trade was because of a breakout trade, but also my largest losses came from breakout. So no, I mean I don't judge you. I mean this is just a different. It's a different strategy, right? Um, and that's why I don't. The main reason I don't trade the breakouts anymore. It's because with the break and retest, it's easier to manage your risk and to identify your invalidation level. That's the main reason. I mean, I just feel safer with that strategy. But if you had an idea on the breakout, that's great. I mean, for example, I don't play the opening drive plays. Uh, but I know they are perfect, right? I mean, if you have a good reading of price and everything, those are perfect, and they really pay. It's just not my thing because I don't know how to properly manage your risk, and there should be people that they understand their risk. They understand that they actually have their risk management plan and everything. It's just for me, the break and retest, it's safer, easier to manage risk and identify invalidation levels. So that's why I'm taking break and retest instead of just the breakout. All right. Um, Boston Nomad. Hi Net, I struggle holding my winners and always cut the short out of fear. Do you have advice for this? And how would you scale if you had 2 4 contracts? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Well, I'm gonna answer on this. I will cut 50% of my position at high of the day or low of the day, and then the two others, uh, one at my final target, and the other one I will take it like if it goes to my break even or I let it run. But I mean I will plan with only 3 contracts, and my fourth contract is just like to test my setup, to test my strategy. Now, how you can hold longer your winners, uh, my friend, is just about how confident you are of your strategy, and the only way to gain confidence on your strategy, on your setup, it's back testing and journaling. You are never gonna get confidence on your setup until you have data to back what you think about it. And it's actually not what you think or your opinion, right? It's gonna be data, real hard cold data to start planning on your trades. That's why I have like a lot of conviction on my setups. And it's not conviction. It's just I trust the data and I know it works more than it doesn't. So I just let it run. And when it's not working, I try to cut it like early because I know the next one is gonna work. Or like on the big picture, it's gonna work more times than it doesn't, right? So it's just like it's a it's a virtual circle. If you start gathering data, if you start backtesting, you will have more conviction on what you're doing, and it's gonna leads you to, you know, to trust more on your setup. So you are not gonna be afraid of letting some of, you know, leaving some money on the table, or oh, a reversal is coming or something. I mean, you just start trusting your setup, right? You're welcome, A3. Boston, how to know when to sell the runners if one runner is 25%? Well, again, it's about knowing your setup. I mean, if it's a regular thing that you get 25%, well, for sure. I mean, 25%, it's crazy, right? I mean, you can double your money in just 3 trades, in just 4 trades. So it's crazy. I mean, 25%, it's a lot, but sometimes you can aim lower and, you know, like, increase your morale, start building into your account, and when you feel ready, you can start, you know, like, risking more. Hi Neto, when will you take an entry every day after 50? Yes, Casey, yes. I usually wait at least 10 minutes, but I like to actually wait 15, 20, even 30 minutes. The best setups for me, in my case, are the ones that take time to develop, right? So that's why I'm very patient taking my entries, right? I haven't seen many people have success with the opening range levels using indices. No, they were really well, A3. They were really well. It's just you need to identify if the market cycle is actually helping. If you are in the right market cycle to use the opening range break. So yeah, do they work all the time? Remember, and this is something that I tell very often. There's nothing in trading, nothing works all of the time, and everything works sometimes, right? So the opening range break works. Yes, of course it does. You just need to identify in which market cycle works better or works more often, right? Nathan, UNH. Come on, Nathan. No. I will spend some time with you after this. I want to talk to you. Yeah, if you are around, I will prefer to send you a Zoom. Boston, thank you. I have back tested a lot like hours and they are 60% winner, but I can hold. I don't know why. It's because you are still not convinced of it working. All right. Is backtesting basically just replaying all trades in TradingView? Well, it's not just replaying. I mean, you need to. This can be a very extensive answer, Daisy, but a very simple answer for this is it's not. It's looking at the trades with intention, looking at the trades with eyes of, okay, well, what time is the time it works better, on what days it works better, if it reacts to data, if it reacts to news, if it reacts to earning report, if it reacts to the other indices, if it reacts to other, I don't know, like to other report. So it's not just replaying it. It's just taking in consideration all of the factors that you will take in consideration the day you want to take a trade. So if you are just, like, okay, well, if it touches back this key level and just reacts, and that works for you, that's great. We talked about this yesterday. So it will be great if you can replay yesterday's video. But we talk about how to backtest with intention. Neto, could you explain if we saw it as a reversal? Well, I don't know how to spot reversal, for being honest. I mean, I know where we should be waiting for reactions, but not for reversals. For example, right here, I mean, I would expect a huge reaction at previous day high, right? Why? Because that's one of my favorite setups. I mean, I know many times it just comes back, retest previous day high, and have continuation. So I'm looking at a reversal here, probably, but I'm never trying to spot a reversal. I'm just watching for the reactions. Bye, Basinga. Felipe Neto, any advice how to manage if you trade with one contract? That could be one way to do it, Felipe. In order to test if your strategy works, and also, I mean, if you consistently have 1 to 2 risk reward, I mean, you are gonna compound like really fast. So yeah, I mean, that's a nice way to do it. If you want to aim for a 1 to 2 risk reward, or if you want to aim for a percentage win, or if you want to aim for, I mean, if you are trading the same ticker every day and you say like, okay, if it goes 50 cents, I'll take whatever it gives me. That's fine. I mean, you just need to find what you want to do and stick to it for long enough. You can gather some data and see if that works, right? Could you explain a reversal type entry on the 951? 951. Looking for 605. I don't know how to explain reversals, Gabi. I don't want to try something that I don't master. Uh, if you are playing in a higher time frame, this is very bullish, right? This is very bullish. The break and retest of the previous day high. This is very bullish. But if you are playing on the 1 minute, I don't know if after this drop you will take something like here, aiming to this. Yeah. All right. All right, guys. So let's go to the next one. AMD. I don't know what you were trying on AMD, guys. I was watching that some of you took AMD today. I really didn't like anything too much. Maybe this like the break and retest 167.50. Can you see here 167.50? So maybe something like this. Rejection of this 167.50. Let me 167.50. Maybe you trying to take this rejection, you take your position below these previous candle bodies, you were aiming to low of the day. This actually didn't work. But then I was watching some of you trying to take these reclaims, but I don't know, like it's inside of the 5 minute opening range. It's inside of the 5 minute opening range, but I really like how it will reclaim this 168.57. This is a key level on the daily chart, and then reacted really well right here. But again, this didn't have any continuation because the indices were just going lower and lower and lower. And well, look at this. These actually work well later in the day, right? Like something like here. This actually worked well on the day, but it didn't have continuation. Neither these or the other. Anyone took an AMD trade today? I I don't think no one commented here AMD. But well, let's go to the next one. Oh, Declan, you did. What you tried on AMD, Declan? AMD long, but it was a A fib trade. Where A3? Entry time 9:34. 9:34 your time, Gabi, or Eastern time? Okay, okay. Uh, mm. Thi- this was the trade you took on this was the trade you took on the community AMD 955 like here. You just have to scalp. I tried the reclaim of the 5 minute opening range somewhere around here. No, I'm lost. I'm lost, guys. I'm lost. So I still don't get what you tried. If you can tell me like, okay, in this 955 candle, I was trying to go long, aiming to this key level. My stop loss was at that other level. I can take a look because I'm gonna be honest. I'm completely lost here. Um, A3, I think if AMD wasn't a call out today during live session, wouldn't have taken it. That's a strong statement, and I like it. I like it. I like your awareness because we talked about this last week or 2 weeks ago. There's nothing more dangerous, A3. There's nothing more dangerous than blindly following other traders' plays. All right. So I understand, like, okay, well, I'm following my coach. Okay, I'm following another trader. But if you don't understand the play, you should not take it. Or just like today, I just love what you just said. For being honest, if it wasn't a call out, I wouldn't take it. Well, just tell me why, or don't tell me. Just think about it and say like, okay, well, this is a strong reason. This is a solid reason I wouldn't take this trade. So the next time, if they have a call out and I don't find my entry criteria or I don't understand what they are looking for or what they are watching here, you can always do nothing. And that's the safest play, right? That's the safest play. Okay. It was a very risky trade and placed very quickly. I closed this trade early. Okay. AMD trade is so quick at 9:34. Yeah, well, that's something that I don't like. That I don't trade at this hour. Why? Because this is so common. This is so common in the first 10-15 minutes. You go from high of the day to low of the day in 3 candles. And I just hate it. I just hate it. What's going on with the camera? I don't know why it's moving. All right. Yeah, I just hate it. That's the main reason I wait at least 10 minutes. I like to wait 15-20 minutes. Ideally, it's trading after 10 a.m. But yeah, that this is exactly one of the reasons. Look at this. From high of the day at 9:37 to low of the day at 9:41. 4 minutes. It's crazy. Declan, I think I will try trading without the live stream because I do well back testing and that is all based on my thoughts and only my thoughts. That's great. That's great. Again, don't cut everything just once. I mean, you can start doing like, okay, well, I'm gonna start doing it by myself. I don't know, like Tuesday and Thursday. I mean, if you struggle on Monday and Friday, because usually those are the most complex and hardest days for trading, go with the group and listen the commentary and the reasoning from everyone, but stick to your rules, right? I mean, you keep planning your trades, you keep building your thesis, you keep like watching your plays. But if you think like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are kind of easier days, start taking 1 or 2 days by yourself and do exactly what we are saying. You still plan your trades, you still have your bias, you still have your your thesis, and see how well it ends. And if you want to if you want to start doing it, maybe you can like size down on these days. It guys, I mean, it doesn't matter if you just go and do it with one contract. The one thing that we want to build right now is an edge. It's to see if your setup works under your own conditions, right? Under your own conditions, under your own emotional control, under your own reactions. So you don't need to follow the live stream every day, or you can start like listening to it, take whatever is useful for you, but you can still play something on your side, like just like Nathan today with UNH. I mean, that's not a trade that the community takes, but he's trying, and he's building his own trade idea, and he's building his own trade thesis. So it's great when you start like doing by yourself. And if you still don't feel ready to go to fly solo, just don't just try to copy paste what others are doing, because if you don't get what they are doing, you won't react, you won't manage, you won't, I mean, you will feel fear or greed or everything, because you don't understand what they are playing, right? So if you guys are on the Scarface community Discord, go to the options trade review channel and look for it, because I talked about this a few days ago, and I think it's worthy to go rewatch that. You don't need to watch the whole video. I think we talk about this the first 5-10 minutes. Too much fake outs of the first 10 minutes. That's for sure. Casey, it will interrupt my original gameplay in live stream. Exactly. Yeah. And listen, for example, I'm gonna experience share. As you can see, I feel more comfortable, and I'm better with taking puts. But in the community, the coaches are always looking for the names with the relative strength, meaning they are looking to take calls. So if I was watching a real good play going lower, but I was listening to their reasoning why it should be go higher, because they are looking for QQQ reactions or SPY reactions, suddenly my mind was messing up my ideas with their ideas, and I had horrible trades, or I missed my trades because I was listening to them trying to go higher, and suddenly my setup actually worked, and I was like, oh, well, that happened to me because I was listening to a different reasoning to what it's actually working for me. All right. So which video, if you guys give me 1 second, I will tell you which video was it. It was September the 25th. September the 25th. That was it. If you guys are in the community, you can look for it. If you guys don't want to like go to community, just go to the videos on the channel and go for September the 25th. That was the one. And I know sometimes I just take my my hat of my trading performance coach hat. Some of you like it, some of you don't like it. I'm sorry, guys. It's just like my main reason to share these kind of things with you is because I care about your journey, I care about your trading skills, and I care about you. It's not just talking about this. It's because I care. So I'm sorry for taking some time about this sometimes, but it's me trying to help you. All right. A3, I still love taking all their trades during the live stream. I agree you have to learn for yourself, but I also go out of my way to learn from every day. Yeah, but you can also watch the recording of the live session, but you need to fish. You need to learn to fish by yourself, right? That's bottom line. Declan, I need to keep in mind that it's better to miss a winner that Tony and Jack take than to take a trade I wouldn't. Yes, exactly. Or I wouldn't. I will not take, or I don't understand, because now you will have mess up data. Which video? It's September the 25th. My goal is to see and understand the market through their eyes, and that's why I'm here too. It's to see the market through your eyes as well. Thank you. Chandru, thanks a lot. You're very welcome, Chandru. And I mean it. I'm not talking just to show off. I mean it. DDD, I'm new here. Where do I find the video you mentioned? Well, you can go to the videos on this channel. DDD, this is the right chance. This is the best chance to subscribe to the channel. And just go look for the one from September the 25th. All right. Honestly, need to trade some of my own items. Yes. ASTS, ANS, OKLO. Yeah, they are hot names right now. They are hot names. It's just they are not on the community watch list. Declan, Neto, I tried joining the waitlist on your website, but it seems the waitlist button is not working. Oh, I'm sorry, Declan. Can you send me an email? It's neto@tradingperformancecoach.com, and I will reply back. Actually, today, guys, I know. Sorry. I know some of you have sent me emails this week or over the weekend. I promise I will go over them today, and you will have a reply today, all of you. I know there's a lot of emails, but that's a promise I'm gonna keep. All right. It's Neto. Let me Neto at tradingperformancecoach.com. That's it. Okay. Well, the website is right here on the frame of the screen. They are all right. You mean the Discord of JW? Yes. DDD. Well, if you go to there's a channel options trade reviews. It's on the coaches trade reviews section. There's the options trade reviews, and you will find the one from September the 25th. Okay. Okay, guys. Let me speed it up. We are in AMD and we are 1 hour into the session. All right. Well, Amazon was super easy, right? Reclaim 220, break, retest, go 1 to 2.5, risk reward. Another retest, rejection or bounce right here. Another 1 to 2.5. Look at this. This is actually better, right? I mean, this was a 1 to 4 risk reward. But if you were trying to take, this is not an 84% rule, but if you were trying to take the exact same trade than the previous one, this is a 1 to 2.5, and then it kept going higher. So you break this consolidation and you have this break, retest, or reclaim right here, uh, and go. What's going on with Amazon? Hmm? This is nice. Um, yes, September 25. All right. This is Nvidia. Full disclosure, guys. I wouldn't try to short Nvidia right now. I wouldn't try to short Nvidia right now. I think, I feel, I smell it. We're gonna hit 200 like really soon. Really soon. Look at this. This. I think this is just consolidating. This is the 1 hour chart. Look at this. Oof. This may come here to, I don't know, like maybe here, 188 retest and keep going. But I wouldn't try to short Nvidia right now. But if you are brave enough and you are looking at this, look at this. This is a nice break and retest. This is the one candle rule to the downside. I know if you are in the Scarface community, you are very used to see the one candle rule taking calls going to the upside. Well, this is exactly the same thing to the downside. So this is an order block. This is the one candle rule. So this is a break retest. And if you want to go lower, let's say 180, 188.50, this was a 1 to 2 reward rated trade. And this was a 1 to 2.5. Yeah, actually this 1 to 2.5. So this was a nice trade, a very decent trade. But look at this. This is above previous day high and in one of the hottest names of the market. So just watch out if you guys are trying to short Nvidia, just watch out, right? And this one was kind of very easy, right? I mean, after this is the reclaim, opening price, nice rejection or nice bounce right here. Validation level at the bottom of these candles here. And you take all the way to the 1 minute opening range. It was a 1 to 4 risk reward rated trade. And then look at this. I know what you think about me, guys. That I'm a perma bear, but I'm not. Do you see what I'm seeing here? This is the break retest boom at the wild. All right. Good DDD. Yeah. Remember DDD. Remember DDD sounds like really funny. What's your name, DDD? Daniel. Daniel Davidson. Something like that. Danny. I knew it. Hey, Danny. Remember on the community, we have a ton of moderators. We are all here to help you find the right assets, resources, videos, or whatever you need. So do not hesitate to just tag one of the moderators on the community. We are a bunch of them. I think we are like 6 or 7 or 8. Now I don't remember. But we are a big team of moderators. So yeah, if you can't find something, if you have any question, just go there, tag one of them, and we will help. Right? Bets boy. Okay. This is my question to you. Am I crazy for that? If you need to start with am I crazy, I have bad news for you. Yes, you are. Okay. Trade to the upside. 1008. 1008. Right here. And selling 1009. You were talking about Nvidia? Okay, never mind. You mark it. I'm not crazy. Okay. Well, it was something like this, right? But on these candles here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But remember, guys, if you need to start your question with "Am I crazy, dude?" I have bad news for you. Probably you are. Okay. uh, I find it tough to enter when there is a big engulfing red candle like that 10-10. This one here. Yeah, but I don't know, DC. Look at the reaction right here. That's the good thing. And remember, actually, I was talking. Who I was talking this morning? I don't remember who asked, but I was telling you. Remember the volatility. It's a two-way street, right? It's a two-way street. That's why the fair value gaps, the imbalances, or whatever you call them, works that well. Because when you are in search of liquidity, when you have an overreaction, you usually have a counter overreaction, just like you did here. I mean, maybe here it was just one candle and you recover that in four candles, but that's exactly what happens with volatility. And volatility is not, it's only price looking for liquidity. So, I mean, yes, I understand this huge engulfing candle, but the good thing about this is look where it's actually hitting, right? Where it's actually reacting. So right at the key level, right at your consolidation area, right at your area here, your order block. So yeah, I know, I understand what you're saying, but that's why you didn't enter here, right? That's why you don't enter here, but you enter on the reaction. So you get the squeeze of this. And this is actually one of the best plays, right? Because after this candle, premiums are like knockout, and you can get very good price here. And with this recovery, you squeeze the contracts, right? Um, all right, Patrick with a good break retest boom. Let's take a look. Okay. This was Tesla. This was Tesla, guys. What are you watching here? What are you watching here? Order blocks, one candle rule below the previous day high. Reactions. So this was an easy trade. I know this is a hell of consolidation, but look at this. If you were looking for 452 round number, this was a 1 to 3.3 risk reward ratio trade, and actually like way better, right? Way better, because there's no reason to cut your trade right here. So if you manage to be here, you should be at least 450. At least you should. If you took your trade around here, you should ride it all the way to 450 at least. All right. So, well, very easy to spot opportunities here. Actually, this is kind of the same opportunity here, right? Break, retest, boom, break, retest, boom, break, retest, boom. So nothing too much to talk about Tesla, but okay. Neto, when you say 1 to 3, what percentage gain is that in terms of options? Oh, well, I don't know, and it depends a lot on different things. First, which ticker we are talking about, because in Tesla, you know, Tesla is the king of there's nothing like too much. So you can have like 40% in just one move, two candles here, like so. But it might be different in Apple, right? It might be different in Nvidia. It might be different in Amazon. So it depends of the ticker that you are watching, and also it depends if you are taking same day expiration for indices or on any Friday for tech names, or you are taking next week expiration or a few days out. It also depends if you are taking a tech name on a Monday or a Thursday, right? So it depends on a lot of things. That's the magic of options. Some people is like, oh well, I don't trade options because they are too complex, but I think I do like to trade options because I can take advantage of all of this, right? So for example, in when I'm trading SPY put same day expiration, usually $1 drop, $1 drop, it's something around like 60-80%. But that doesn't happen on Tesla, right? I mean, $1 drop here, it's nothing. $1 drop here, it's nothing. But $5 drop here might be 30%, and a $5 drop on SPY, it's like a 700%. All right. So yeah, it doesn't happen every time. It doesn't happen the same all of the time. It's about understanding the Greeks. Oh, good. All right. What is this? Microsoft. Anyone took Microsoft today? I was watching this consolidation, but there's no entry point here. Can you see? There's no entry point here. It went all the way to previous day low. Look how well it reacted to previous day low. So what is this thing telling us? It wants to stay on previous day range. So nothing for Microsoft. This was Palantir. This was kind of the same play than Nvidia. Do you remember? So it was the only drop here. It was a break and retest of previous day close. For you guys that are new in the community, this box here with the dash lines, it's the daily gap. The daily gap means the difference between previous day close and today's open. So this is what we call the daily gap. So this was the break and retest of the previous day close. A small drop to 183.23. This is a key level on the day on the 15-minute chart. What did we say? 183.23, 183.23. Previous. Well, this is not all-time highs, but this is very close to all-time highs, right? So this is an area. This is the area of the all-time highs. So what? This is not all-time highs. Well, I'm sorry. Well, this is the top of the previous consolidation area. So Palantir right now it's breaking out. It broke out, retested, and now, in my understanding, it should go for the all-time highs now. I think right now this is a very nice play. So it broke this consolidation area, came back, retested, and now it's having its continuation. Right? Francine, you were not brave enough to short Tesla. Francine, forget about Tesla for some weeks. Go for cheaper contracts, for something that moves slower. Felipe, you enter Palantir calls 1021. Let me see. 1021 here, 1021 here. All right. So what Felipe was doing was this area here. This is the retest area, or the order block, or the consolidation area. So he took 1021 here, the reclaim, maybe something like this. Risk or invalidation level at the bottom of these candles, and maybe aiming to the 1 to 2 reward rate to trade. You got it here on these candles. Or even if you take like something like here, makes all the change. That was a good one. Support zone, highs, stop loss, 1020. This one here, yeah. Good job there, Felipe. Nice play. Nice play here. Okay. What is this? Apple. Guys, this is why I don't like Apple. Look at all these candles here. And then, boom. It goes like crazy. Let's go to the next one. Google. Who said about Google? I was watching you. Patrick, tell me about your play in Google and tell me that you did this. Tell me what exactly you did, and I bet if you said like it was the break retest boom, this is the break retest boom. Can you see, guys, here? This is kind of the head and shoulders. I know this area here is kind of the battleground. I saw it, did not take it. Okay. But can you see here, guys? So this is the battleground. This is the support resistance flip zone. So once you break here, came back, retested, and then the drop. And look at this drop. Look what you missed, Patrick. Come on. Why you didn't take this? You were not ready, or you just chicken out? Look at this. This is a 240. Yeah, 245. Well, let's see here. Yeah, 245.50 all the way to 242. Come on. This will be a nice play. I did not want to take shorts today. Why? Why not, Patrick? Can you share that with us? What was your reason for not wanting to take shorts today? I mean, I know we are at all-time highs, SPY, QQQ, but look, I mean, look what happened today. All-time highs. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Remember, and this is a very nice example, guys, of how your trading edge, your trading strategy, your trading setup must, not should, must fit your personality. Must fit your personality, and not the other way around. If you don't feel comfortable taking shorts at all-time highs or taking shorts in a bullish market, this is exactly why you don't force other traders' strategy. All right, the good awareness there, Patrick. I mean, if you don't like it, if you don't feel like like you own it, that's a very nice thing to do. Just stay away. A3, I think when all-time highs are created during overnight session, price sells off during the day. Again, in trading, everything happens sometimes and nothing happens all the times, right? Okay, so I was watching this trade here. I just draw it for you guys. I know, I'm just playing with fire, but this is exactly my setup. This is the break retest boom. It's a support turn into resistance flip zone and the drop. Break, retest, and the drop. This is a perfect example of the break retest boom. Trademark. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Ramesh, where are you? Is Ramesh still between us? Yeah, well, if you were around, guys, if you were around yesterday, you might remember that Meta was trying to fill the gap since yesterday. And we talk about how patient Ramesh was to wait for price to retrace and retest his key level, and then he took a trade to the downside looking for the gap fill. The gap fill didn't come. It just left a small slice for today, and look what happened today. It actually filled the gap, and well, I was watching I was watching a few different entries, but I think this is the I think this is the better. This is a break and retest. I think this was Ramesh play. Royal, are you still there? No, maybe this is the time he lives for his kids. But I think this was his play, so it was a nice break. Oh, watching from the car. Yeah, yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm a he was looking for the break and retest of this support turn into resistance zone. So once you have this break and this retest, he took his position right here around 722, something like that, and he was looking for the low of the day. The low of the day was the 5 minute opening range low, and it actually went way lower than that, right? Well, not way lower, but it actually hit 718. Not sure how long he stayed on this trade, but anyways, right here, look at this. Right here, it was a 1-2, let's say to the bottom of this candle. It was a 1 to 3.5 risk reward rate to trade. I just think this was an amazing trade. All right. Chen, welcome, Chen. Just rewind the video, Chen. We spent a lot of time today looking at SPY and QQQ. You are gonna love it. You are gonna love it. Tocayo, Neto, there should be a prize for the next YouTube student to successfully take the break retest boom trade. I think we should have, yeah, let's do a contest. When we accomplish the 1,000 members on the channel, let's try a contest like that, like the best break retest boom of the day. Let's look for a prize. Yeah, Francine, yeah, it's a how do they say it? It's a Apache love, right? Like I mean, people love Tesla because sometimes it gives you like good moves, but it also punches you like good, and then you say like, well, I mean, it punched me, but it has kissed me before, so yeah. All right. So guys, if you are new in the community, like the video, subscribe to the channel, go for it. I'm gonna take 5 seconds until we change the next chart. Subscribe to the channel. If we reach 1,000 members of the YouTube community, or when we reach 1,000, we are gonna create the break retest boom contest, and the best break retest boom contest of the week. Let me think in a good price for you guys. Let me think in a good price. But yeah, that's a very good idea, Tocayo. Thank you. That's a very good idea. Thank you. All right. Well, that's it for today, guys. Chen, what do you have for? What's your question about SPY QQQ? My cutoff time? Yeah, I usually stop looking for anything after 11. Well, maybe 11:30. For the indices, 11:30. Yeah, that's my end game. Mentorship by Neto. I don't know. All right, guys. Guys, thank you very much. I leave you with this. This is not bragging. You guys know that I never talk about money. I'm always talking about the execution. Sometimes, well, many times about the percentages of my trades. Please don't take it personal. Again, I'm not bragging about money or wins. It's just I want to show you how, if you stick to your process, if you follow your rules, if you keep doing over and over and over the same strategy, the same setup, this is the kind of results that you can get. Yesterday I didn't take any trade because nothing showed up. Nothing showed up. Market was super strong. Right now, I'm on a discipline challenge. I'm taking only the break retest boom or break and retest to the downside. I stick to my process. Nothing happened today. I didn't force anything. I didn't try anything. But today, everything was aligned for me. And then I take a 122% trade. So this is why I can be very patient. This is why I don't try to cut my trades earlier, because I know how it works. And it took me years of back testing and journaling. So guys, please don't give up. This is not something that you will accomplish in a day, in a week, in a month. This is hard work. Everyone has a different process. I know everyone has a different process. If you guys are here, it's a very good signal, because if you guys are humble enough to identify that you can be coached by Tony, by Jack, by Mr. Banks, by No Risk No Premium, by Stocks Pilgrim, by Andy and Tiles, by any of the coaches of the different communities we have around, or even if you are taking the help of someone like me, I'm a trading performance coach, guys, you are on the right path. Just follow the process, follow your own rules, commit to the process, and this is what you are gonna have: success at the end of the road. All right, so thank you very much, guys, for everything. Remember, like the video, subscribe to the channel. When we hit the 1000, we will have the break retest boom contest, so you better start telling other people about the channel. All right, guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.